Hello, everybody. I'm Dave. This is my Cooking with Pawpaw. Today, we're going to make some Italian butter cookies.
Hi.
Right? To make Italian butter cookies, we need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, half a teaspoon of baking powder, a pinch of salt. For the pinch of salt, I use like 1/8 of a teaspoon, so half of a quarter teaspoon, use a little bit.
Oh, man.
A cup of unsalted sweet butter.
Hey.
Yes, dear.
Tell them what I'm doing.
Maya's working on some projects.
A theory and math.
Okay. You need 3/4 cup of sugar, 2 egg yolks, a teaspoon of vanilla, and if the dough is too hard, we got to add a little bit of milk, a tablespoon. Okay? So, in our bowl, our green bowl, we're going to mix our salt, baking powder, and flour, and whisk it together. That's the first step. So we got our flour in, our salt and our baking powder. Get it all in there. Just kind of whisk that together so it's all incorporated. Don't have to be nothing major, just a little bit. Let's slide that back here for now, because that's good. And we're going to get our butter that I got on the stove. Should be ready to go in the mixer. We're going to put the sugar and the butter in the mixer and let it mix for 3 or 4 minutes till it gets light and fluffy. So I'll be right back. Okay. We got our butter.
Why do you have a channel voice?
What are you talking about?
You have a voice like for your YouTube channel.
No, that's my voice.
No.
It's the same one I use every day of my life.
Yeah, you just like act more funny.
I know, I don't act more funny, I'm funny. Everybody I meet tells me they remember my voice. They remember me. Which is a good thing, I reckon, I don't know. I was whisking this butter around a little bit to make sure it's good and ready to go. So we're going to dump our butter in our stand mixer. If I can get it around here, I will anyway. And we're going to scrape our butter out of our pan. This butter is supposed to be at room temperature, and it wasn't, so I set it on the stove on low heat so it would warm up a little bit. Now we're going to dump our sugar in it and set our mixer down, lock it, put it on about 2. We'll let it mix for about 3 or 4 minutes.
Wait, can I say hi? Hi. Wait. I kicked it.
Okay, we've got our sugar and butter been mixing for about 3.5 minutes.
Like 5.
So now we're going to add our egg yolks and our vanilla. And then we're going to turn it back on and let it mix for, I don't know, a couple seconds, a minute, whatever, to get it all good and incorporated. And then we'll start adding our flour. Just takes a second to get this mixed in. Not long at all. We got our cookie shooter, because these are shoot cookies. They go out of a cookie press. That's why I said if your dough is too heavy, you can add some milk, a tablespoon, and it should bring it down to where you need it to be able to shoot it with the cookie shooter. So we're going to put, I don't know, 1/3 or so of the flour in. Not all of it at once, because you don't want to make a disaster in your kitchen. I got my cookie sheets out.
What if they're doing it on the road? And not in their kitchen?
Yeah. Okay, we got that batch the flour in, which went in pretty quickly. Now we're gonna put the rest
Are
of
you
it.
gonna tell them the dream you had last night?
No,
Why?
they don't know who he is.
You can tell them.
No, they don't care about that.
It's
They want to see me make cookies, me make pies, me make pizzas, and all that good stuff. Okay, we're gonna turn this back on, lock it down on 2. I'm gonna grab the cookie sheets, one at a time. Okay. So while it's mixing, we got it fairly incorporated, so I'm gonna speed it up just a little bit. And then I'm gonna get in here and scrape the bowl down. And see what my consistency is, see if it's shootable or if I need to add some milk. I think it'll be shootable. It looks pretty soft.
Don't shoot no one.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot cookies out of a cookie press
At who?
on the cookie sheet.
Cool.
And then we're gonna bake them here at 350 for about 10 minutes. But that'll be the next step. I know I promised y'all cookies last night, but couldn't get to it, so I'm doing it today. And we're gonna let that mix for a couple seconds here, make sure it's all good and incorporated. And that looks good to me. Good enough for government work.
So what?
Good enough for government work.
What's that?
That's a joke.
Lovely.
I just joke, yeah. Some of my sayings are silly, but hey, that's me. And
I'm going to the living room and read a book after this.
are you? What are you gonna read?
I don't know what it's called.
That sounds like a good idea. All right. So, out your beater on your side of your bowl. That way you get all that off and in where it goes.
Can you tell them what happened today?
No,
Why?
because she said not to. So we can't. All right, so now we're going to load our cookie shooter. I use a tablespoon to load it with. You can use whatever your heart desires. This just works out better for me.
What?
Using a tablespoon to load the cookie shooter. And if you want to decorate these when they come out, you can. It's totally up to you. You can use chocolate. You can use sprinkles. Or you can just leave them plain. I'm going to leave mine plain for now. And let everybody enjoy them. Told my wife what I was doing and told her what they were. And she's like, oh, this sounds good.
Yep, she was.
Because she loves the butter spritzers that I make at Christmas time.
Butter spritzers.
Yeah.
Butter spritzers. Butter spritzers.
This is an Italian version. If I can get my cookie shooter to go together, we'll be okay. Keeps wanting to go in cockeyed or cross-threaded. There we go. Okay. So you want to hold this cookie shooter about a ½ inch above your cookie sheet and make your cookies about 1.5 inches round. Let me see if I can adjust just a hair so you can see better. Hang on. Okay, there we go. All right. So our oven's ready. You want to hold it up about a ½ inch and make your cookies. And put them about 1 inch apart so they got room to expand. And just shoot your rows down. And we're going to bake these for about 8 to 10 minutes or until the edges turn light brown.
Can I show them something?
Yeah, well, I fill the cookie sugar
Can I
back
show
up.
them this?
Yeah, you got to come over here beside me and do it.
Here, wait. Wait.
Now my cookie sugar won't come for it. Here we go.
Bing.
Kind of got stuck for a second.
Boom, boom, ba, bam.
And you'll get about 8 or 9 cookies out of each, on the cookie sugar I'm using. Depends on how big yours is. That's how you do these. And when they come out, I'll have the wire racks set up to cool them on.
Bing, bop, boom, boom. Boom, bop. Bam.
And I told you before, guys, when I first started doing this, I'm gonna remind you again. If you get in the kitchen and you're cooking,
Wash your hands.
it's your mess, not hers. Clean it up.
Not whose.
Yeah, it's not her mess to clean up.
Whose?
It's yours.
Whose mess?
It's whoever's cooking.
I know. You said it's not hers.
Right. I said if guys are cooking, it's not her mess to come in and clean up after you.
Whose mess?
Wife, girlfriend,
What if it's a girl?
significant other.
What if it's a girl cooking?
Well, girls usually clean up after themselves. All right.
I don't.
Yeah.
How many
I'm
times?
doing about 3 or 4 clicks. I'm watching my cookie come out to about the size of my cookie cutter, my cookie shooter here. That way you can judge that they're all about the same size. Don't shoot that over here in my cookies. We don't want rubber band flavored cookies. Okay. And that works out because we've done 2 rounds of the cookie shooter, and there they are before we bake them. Set that pan on the stove. Grab the second pan. And we'll fill our cookie shooter back up. And fill this pan up. And if you want to see something, comment and tell me. Because I'm running out of ideas of what to make to show you. And I'm going to repeat stuff if I don't get some suggestions. Yeah. So, jump on there and say, Papa, try this. Or Papa, try that. And we'll see what we can do. And hopefully we can get it done for you. And if you give me a suggestion that I do, I'll mention your name, which you suggested it. So, there you go. You get a shout out, and you get to see the recipe made. All right. That's the end of our dough, so we probably won't end up with a whole pan. About a half a pan out of this one. So it's going to make 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. About 25, 27 cookies. So like I said, about a ½ inch off the pan. When you see the cookie come out to about as big around as your shooter, that's when you stop. And see if we can get 10 cookies out of this. Oh, maybe 11. Nope. 10's the limit. So, there you go. Now we'll put these in the oven and let them bake for about 10 minutes while I clean up my mess. Okay, guys, they've cooked for about 10, 11 minutes. Timer just went off. Here they are coming out of the oven. Need to transfer them to your cooling rack so they cool completely. Don't flip them over, they'll fall apart. Because if you flip them inside them racks, you're going to lose cookies. That's okay. That'll be a treat for the cook, right? We all deserve treats. And there we go. And if you take care of your cookie sheets, they take care of you. All right, let me just grab this other pan. Don't stack them, lay them flat on them cooling racks. And store these in an airtight container on your counter or your kitchen table. Whichever you prefer. They do not need refrigerated. But there's our Italian butter cookies. There's the one that broke. So I'm gonna be a sucker and just kind of be nice and eat it. That way, you know, it don't go to waste. Thank y'all very much. We'll see you next time.